Hello guys, I hope you're doing fantastic. If it's your first time here, welcome. My name is Jacira, and in today's video, I'm gonna be answering to some questions that you guys made about life in France. Q&A on my channel, on my Instagram, where I'm most active. I asked, would you guys like to know some questions about life in France, living in France? I took some of the questions and I decided, okay, now that I have enough questions, I said, okay, let's make a video. The first question was, Jacira, did you need a visa to come work in France? As a matter of fact, yes, I needed a visa to come here to France. The question after that was, did your company recruit you, previously, or you got your job while in France? These two go together. So firstly, I arrived in France with a work contract already, same company, and I'm here to acquire more knowledge to then go back to my affiliate to apply. So yes, this is why I needed a visa. I am not a French citizen. I am not a European citizen, I'm Angolan. But okay, yeah, I'm Angolan, so this is why I needed a visa. Paying taxes as a foreigner, guys. Luckily, working for the company that I work for, my tax information is it's sorted out by the company for the most part. I have to provide all the information that is required, and then they sort out with another company to get the taxes of foreigners, the people in my predicament or my condition here in France. So taxes are high, by the way. Yes. Another question was, are salaries comparable to the cost of living? The answer to that is absolutely. The cost of living in France is quite high. Therefore, the pay is not okay. It's not bad. I think that the minimum wage in France is 1,000 euros, I believe. Yes, 1,000 some. What is the work culture? The work culture is very different. Meetings do occur, but not as much as here. Here, in order to move to any speed, any project, in order to move, we need to have a meeting, and then on the meeting we might not even come with a solution. We are going to a meeting to prepare to another meeting. You get used to it, and then you start to understand that where you get your meeting or your resolutions or conclusions or way forwards is during coffee break. During coffee break, people are relaxed, and they're not so much trying to butt heads. They're trying to get themselves the solutions. They're discussing. So it's not advisable for you to miss the coffee. And here you have a lot of coffee breaks, so coffee break, smoke break. Yeah, it's quite different. And I quite like it. I don't mind, I like that you solve problems in an informal way. The fashion, really all of that. Guys, I have mixed feelings about this one because, when I came, I've been to France before, I went to Paris, my husband and I had visited, I think in 15 or 16. January was freezing, but we came to Paris just to visit. At the time we were a young couple. I'll pop up a picture of us. In Paris. At the time, I don't think I noticed if the people were fashionable or not. I noticed that they were nice. I know that they were nice and being a bon vivant or enjoying yourself and eating. It's really part of the culture here. Eating well, enjoying a glass of wine, going out with friends. That's the culture here, okay? So I loved that aspect of it. However, now this time around when I came back, I then started noticing people because first time I was here on vacation. So now that I live here, I started noticing, and like I said, it's not everyone is so fashionable. At least maybe it's not the town that I live in, it's not so fashion forward, I would say. But there are some girls, when you do see a fashionable girl here, she will stand out, and they have their style is so individual, and I respect the blazer. I already had a debacle about a blazer, before, because the blazer saved my life, when my pants ripped at HERMES. Blazers, boots, long dresses, hats, scarves. The girls here accessorize, okay? They wear their rings, they wear their jewelry, chunky rings and chunky bracelets. They say that they are very simple, but it's not, it's actually piecing these things together is not easy. It's not something that comes to me easily because I didn't grow up wearing hats, for example. Yeah, here the girls have their own very unique style, very and when we think of style, French style, we think of Parisian, but here in the South, the women are very very different in style as well, but stylish nonetheless. And for example, I love going to Biarritz. Here, the shortcut, the bob, and the really short haircut, like they have their own thing. It's very different. Style here is very different than everywhere else in the world that I've been. What is your favorite and least favorite food here in France? For now, you know, I hate to say this, but I don't have like something that I absolutely hate, because the things that I thought that I would hate, I actually ended up really liking them, like foie gras, you know, which is duck liver. One of my friends from work had me try foie gras at his home. He didn't tell me what it was. It's a delicacy and you will understand, you're gonna like it. Yo, it's so good. But there's this one specific one, like from this specific place where they prepare, and it's really good. It's delicious. Favorite food, guys, I don't know. I love cheese. I love wine. I love the way, you know, people here really pay attention to seasoning their food. Most places I've been here in France, the food has been good. Guys, I fit right in here, okay? I love to eat. I love the pastry. Clearly. You know, mind you, when I first started my channel, I wanted to talk about food only. So it was inspired. I was inspired by food culture here. So yes. What was the hardest part of moving? Packing. No, just kidding. But for me, the hardest part of moving was the fact that we moved just before the confinement. Like we moved to France in October 2019, and we were confined like weeks after, and it was very difficult because we didn't have any family here. It was just the two of us, so it was tough. It was tough not having anyone that you know around, and then I got pregnant. You know, during the pregnancy, we need the help. You need to do this and to do that. My husband not being able to come to the hospital with me. You know, for most of the pregnancy, I went to all the consultations alone. I think my husband came to learn the sex of the baby, which was kind of sad because he wanted a girl, but it's cool. I kind of knew it was a boy, you know, and I almost gave birth alone. Luckily, they allowed they didn't allow my mom to be there. You know, I only had my husband. So like being alone, you know, for such milestones, so such important periods, you know, in one's life, it was very difficult. But then again, you know, I'm someone that is I like my space, you know, I like to be alone as well. So it gave me a lot of time to reflect. It gave me a lot to learn myself, to know what I like, what I didn't like. It made me learn, like, appreciate my pregnancy so much more. I had time to really like just read a lot. That was the hardest part of moving, sometimes alone, being away from the close family. What is your favorite luxury fashion brand? I know it comes without a surprise, that is Hermes, right? Yes, this is where most of my money goes to. No, but to be factual, it is intemporal, and I like that kind of classic style, you know. I love trendy, I love the feathers, I love it, but like I just don't know if I will wear it, you know, in a long-term span. You know, in my clothing, I like them to be, you know, I want to be able to see the years, you know, passing by, and me being able to wear them and fit in them. That's important. But yes, for example, this top, I bought it from Zara maybe 4 years ago, and it's still here, it's still current. The colors, you know, the color palette is there, and it's still tasteful. So this is what I like in clothing, intemporal. And for everything that I bought from Hermes, shoes, bags, I know that in the years to come, I'm gonna be wearing them. So yes, but I also love Saint Laurent, like their style, you know, the vibe. It's very rock and roll, and I like that a lot. And it doesn't age either. So Saint Laurent. Fashion brands that you didn't know before coming to France. Guys, I did not know SANDRO, I didn't know Mage, I didn't know Marine Serre, I didn't know Patou, I didn't know, well, I knew Isabelle Marant. I didn't know X, I didn't know Zadig and Voltaire. I didn't know a bunch of brands, you know, that I'm just like, I didn't know Bash, I didn't know Cézanne, I didn't know a bunch of brands. I didn't know a bunch of brands, and there's so many more that I'm not listing, but you know, I think I'm gonna make a proper video addressing all the brands, you know, that I think that are really cool and you guys should know about, like quality products and not so high, you know, because we all know Celine, Saint Laurent, we all know Chanel, we know Louis Vuitton, we know Hermes, they're all these brands, you know, so it's like Something you didn't know prior to arriving in France. I didn't speak French, guys, before arriving to France, but I have a coworker whom I shared in an office for 2 years, and he's actually from this area here, and he says, "Girl, I'm gonna teach you everything that I know, but it's gonna be in French." And he spoke to me in French, and now, you know, like at the time I was so pissed at him, but now it's like, thank you, because it is a flex, okay? It is a flex to be able to carry on a conversation in France when you go when you go to a supermarket, when you go to a boulangerie, a bakery, when you go anywhere, you know, like being able to express yourself in a different language. It is just a flex. Yes, it is a flex. So I love that today, you know, I'm gonna leave France speaking French and, you know, having more languages in my repertoire, and that is amazing. Are the stereotypes true? Guys, so many. Like, the bread and the French, yes, it's true. They eat bread with salad, bread with everything, you know. Like, I'm just speaking of some, you know, some that are coming at the top of my head. Got cheese. Cheese is smelly, but it's delicious. Wine, yes, they love wine. I love wine. I don't know, guys. Let me know some stereotypes of the French, because, you know, I feel like I'm so immersed in the culture that I cannot even see them myself, but I guess some yes, some no. No, men don't wear suspenders here. The hat, I forgot what it's called. I don't know, guys. If you'd like to know some French stereotypes, let me know in the comments. This concludes it all for today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and let me know more questions. Let me know what are the stereotypes or questions you would like to know about France, particularly if you like to move here or whatnot. And you know, I've been here for 2 years, and I guess I have some valid advice, you know, that could be helpful for anyone who would like to move to France. So guys, I love you guys so much, and I cannot wait to see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.